Hey, and welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, JVaz, and you're watching the JVaz Show. That's right. Today's show is going to be a good one, but before we get there, if you like what you're about to watch, hit the subscribe button. If you like what you're about to watch, like the video, leave us a comment, tell us what you think. Let us know who you would like for us to have on the upcoming episodes, and if you have any specific questions you would like to know about that artist, send us a message on that as well. Also, make sure you follow us on all the social media pages. And also, make sure you head over to our link on the description that will send you to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify. And you can check out our Friday episode of The Underdog when you can listen to music from all independent and up-and-coming artists. If you're an independent artist, make sure you submit your music to artists@thejvazshow.com. And once again, hit the like button, subscribe button, leave us a comment. On today's show, we are joined by a Vibe Hire crew member, Snow the Product artist, but this boy has been killing it way before that. Castro Escobar. We'll be talking about growing up in West Colombia. We'll be talking about how he was able to link up with Snow the Product, being on tour, upcoming projects, artists he would like to work with, that and much more on the JVaz Show, baby. Let's go. First of all, Castro, man, we appreciate you making time for us.
Appreciate you, man.
Welcome to the show, man. Thank you for making time.
Sure.
Been listening to music for a while because of EC Martinez over here.
My brother.
We first tuned in to you, I think it was like in 2007 on Castro's lunch. Not on the breakfast one, but the lunch.
Yeah.
The one where you had voicemail on.
Yeah.
That was lunch, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, we've been following your music for a while, so this was kind of cool to be able to get you on the show. Hit him up a couple times and finally made it happen.
Yeah.
So once again.
That's the thing about EC. Like, the thing about me and EC is EC can tell me something for years, months, whatever, and it's like, I don't listen to this motherfucker. And it's so bad to say. But I don't listen to it. He's always right though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
and I feel like this is one of those things, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, man, I told you. I'm like, you have? And I'm over here eating chicken and shit. Like, he's like, yeah, man, I told you, like, let's do it. I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. Like, I ain't even tripping. Like, it's just like, yeah, man, that's my brother and that thing. You feel me? Like, but yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I appreciate you having me out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know he's very supportive from what I see, because I remember when he first put your music on, it was like every time you drop something, he'll put it on there.
Definitely.
And I feel like you need that as an artist, not you specifically, but just as an artist.
Right.
People need that, to have that person that pushes them like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's get the show started, man. Let's talk about, take us back to, you know, to the very beginning. Castro Escobar. First of all, how did the name come about?
I mean, you ain't gonna believe me if I tell you, but that's my real name. My real name is Fidel Allen Castro Escobar. That's my real name. I show you my ID right now. I show you my green card right here, right now, man. Straight up. Let me take this bitch out, actually. That's my name. So whenever I first started this shit, I was just gonna name myself, check it out, just so you can check out what I'm talking to. I was just gonna name myself Allen, kind of like Drake, cause that's what my family calls me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Allen. You know what I'm saying? Cause my dad's name is Fidel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like I was gonna be like a Drake. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's my first thing. Like Drake, Allen. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, man, I'm gonna just do Allen. And then when me and EC really linked up, he was like, man, like, maybe not Allen, like, and I was like, all right, Fidel Castro, that's my name. He was like, man, that's too political, bro. Like I said, I check over my boy before I do anything, you feel me? He's like, man, nah, maybe not Fidel Castro. And I was like, what the fuck? He was like, Castro Escobar. I was like, bro, people gonna try to think that I'm trying to front as like a big dope child, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, this and that, big dope dealer type shit. He's like, man, those are your last names. Cause I was born in Mexico, so
Yeah.
I have my both, you know what I'm saying? I got both of my, like Castro is my pops, Escobar, that's my mom. So that's why I did that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I said, I was gonna do the Fidel Castro, but EC kind of was like, man, don't do it.
Got the name right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how that one came about, man. Honestly.
Seeing that you're from Mexico, what part of Mexico are you from?
I'm from Rio Bravo, Tamaulipas. I was born in Rio Bravo, Tamaulipas. I'm from
no
El Golfo. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm like 6 hours from here.
Oh,
It's like as soon as you cross over I'm like 30 minutes.
I'm from Reynosa, yeah.
Oh, you from Reynosa?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So-
Okay, I see you. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
what's
from
up.
the
I didn't know you were from out there.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I
That's
was
dope.
born out there, man. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
man, so the very first project that you dropped, was that Snacks or was that?
That was the breakfast. And the thing about it is, man, I really we like I feel like I started really late in this shit. You feel me? Like I didn't drop my first song until, cause we've been doing music. Like I got into music cause of EC. Like I heard this motherfucker rapping in the gym. He was just freestyling. I was like, what the fuck? Like this fool Mexican and he, like that's my first thing. This fool Mexican and he rapping. He got a whole circle around it. You feel me? And I was just like, damn, like that's dope as fuck. That's how I got into it. And then eventually I ended up falling in love with it because it was therapeutic to me. You know what I'm saying? But we started really late. Like I didn't drop my first song until I actually came out to Houston and record. Like I didn't just want to drop something in the closet and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we came out. The whole breakfast was recorded at the Art Institute, something like that. Because one of the homies, he was like, man, I got access to a studio, like, and he was going to school for all that shit. I was like, shit, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I gave, you know what I'm saying, I gave some money, whatever. I broke him off, and you know what I'm saying, he helped me too. He was like, yeah, man, just give me whatever, and then we recorded that, and man, that was like 2015. But like I said, I started because I was really doing, like, I was rapping, I was writing for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it was God's timing. Like, God's timing is never wrong.
I'm feeling shitty, my guilty conscience is weighing on me. Just looking back at the fact that she left everything for me. I'm at a point where I'm willing to risk it all. If you down and fuck with your boy, and if not, then don't get involved. I've had plenty of people say that they down for the cause and their colors change when it's time, like the leaves do in the fall, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I dropped, 1982 was my first song ever. You know what I'm saying? And that was in 2015.
So you got in 2015. One of the things that I like about your style is, well, first let me ask you this: you grew up here in Houston?
No, I grew. You said did I grow up?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean I'm from the Houston area. I'm from the country, though. I'm a country motherfucker. You feel me? Like, soy Mexicano. Like I'm Mexican, of course. Like I just told you. When I crossed over here with my mom, we went to Atlanta. We was in Atlanta, Marietta. You know what I'm saying? The west part of Atlanta. We was at Marietta. I was out there till I was like 12, and then we lost our house and everything. And then we had just fixed our papers too. Like I had just gotten my green card, my mom's too, and it was cool to move over here because it was closer to Mexico. She wanted to see her mom, her dad, and everything, my grandparents, and so I feel like it all happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I grew up over. I always had my childhood is over there. But Texas, like I hear this is where I became a man, you feel me? This is where I learned my do's, this is where I learned my don'ts. This is what made me, you feel me? So I mean I'm from the Houston area.
The reason I was asking is because the reason, you know, as I started to say earlier, the reason I like your style is because a lot of these Houston rappers, Texas rappers, especially Hispanic rappers, when they rap, you can hear the Lucky Luciano in them. You can hear their influences.
Right.
When I hear your music, I don't hear that.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't hear Lucky Luciano style. You don't hear a Coast.
Yeah.
It's your own style.
Yeah.
So I say that to ask you this: who are your influences?
Man, it's crazy how you said Coast, because Coast is definitely one of like Coast. Me and EC, we was like 15 jamming the Coast. Coast, we was like staying up 1 in the morning jamming Coast, you know what I'm saying? Shit chilling, like damn this motherfucker man, like just to for us just to see somebody that's Mexican doing that shit, you know what I'm saying? Of course, respect to Lucky, respect to that boy T, everybody out here doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? But Coast to me was just in a different, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was just in a different, I don't know, it was just different, you feel me? And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely do have a lot of Houston, like, Texas influence, like Pimp, you know what I'm saying? The Rose, you know what I'm saying? The whole Scooter, Clay, all that. But the thing was, whenever I started to do it, I kind of wanted to get away from it, to kind of find myself, you feel me? So whenever, like I say, I first started to do this because I was like, yo, this full freestyle or whatever. And then it became therapeutic because I was going through a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Now more than ever it's therapeutic. But back then, I was just going through shit, whatever. And I remember I bumped into, I was just on YouTube and I seen a J. Cole freestyle. And I just heard him freestyle and he was like, yo, like talking about his city, talking about who he is, talking about, and the dude wasn't fronting about nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn, this fool's being himself 100%. And this shit's hard, like, this fool's being him, you know what I'm saying? And ever since then, because before that, I was just a big Ludacris fan, you know what I'm saying? Ludacris was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, man, when I joined Cole, that shit just changed my life. I was just like, damn, this fool, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was very refreshing from everything that I've ever heard, just for somebody to be rapping about their shit. Everybody to be so honest, so raw, you know what I'm saying? And it was just something new to me at that point. I'm talking about, that was like back in 2010, 2009.
So,
just like, damn.
Around what time did you get attention from Snow?
What was it, EC? 2015, 16? When Snow hit me up, 16? Yeah, we was at Buffalo's. And we was waiting for our food. And I remember I was looking at my phone and I seen a follow. It says Snow the Product just followed you. And I told him, I was like, bro, Snow the Product just followed me. And he was like, nah, bro, make sure it's real. Sure enough, I seen that blue check mark. I was like, bro, this is her. And I was like, bro, look. And then I showed her, and he was like, bro, she's watching you, dog. I was just like, nah, man, she probably just follows a random fan here and there, like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, she's watching you, bro, I promise you, dog. I'm like, man, I didn't think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, okay, cool, that's dope as fuck, you know what I'm saying? She following me. So, you know what I'm saying? After, like 2 months after that, I had a song coming out with Kap G, My Work. It was called My Work. And I was promoting it and everything, and I remember because I used to work a lot. I used to work in a refinery, you know what I'm saying? And I had a day off that day. It was a Sunday. It was around August 2016. And we were just, because he does all my artwork. He does all my everything, my cover art, my beats, all that. And we were just promoting it. And then I got a notification from my Twitter. I didn't even fuck with Twitter back then. You know what I'm saying? I just had to have it. And it said, Snow the Product just followed you. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, this ain't no coincidence no more. I told him, he was like, I'm telling you, bro, she's watching you, blah, blah, blah. So then she was gonna come down, do a show down here in 2016, and my homie, shout out Mike, my boy Mike, he was like, yo, let Castro open up for you. And she was like, she tweeted back, she replied, she was like, I wanna sign him. And that shit, I remember I was at work. I remember I seen that shit and I was like, I want to sign her. I was like, bro, I was tripping. I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, is this the real her? Like, I'm like, bro, somebody's trolling me. Like, somebody's fucking with me.
She got hacked.
Yeah, she got hacked something. And sure enough, it was her. And I remember I sent her my email and she hit me up. She gave me a phone call and, man, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? She was just saying, like, yo, like, I seen your shit. Like, your song Risk It. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that shit. Like, you saying that some real shit.
Risk It track was that was also on the same as Voicemail, right?
Yes,
the Risk It track.
It was on the lunch.
That was probably the first track that got me into, like, this dude is legit. Because the emotion on the track, the shit that you're saying on there, it was stuff that people can relate. It wasn't just, you know, rambling off about cars and shit. Right. It was different, especially at the time when the song, you know, when I heard it. It's like, okay, this is different. This is not your typical Texas Hispanic rapper.
Yeah.
So to me, that stood out. Yeah. Now, as far as linking up with Snow and signing with Snow, how did that whole thing come about? How did you guys link up?
Man.
Did you get to open her that event?
I didn't. But I remember I did meet up with her. She's, you know what I'm saying? She was like, yo, like, I met everybody, and I was like, yo, this is Alan, blah, blah, blah. Like, but man, I've always said this, but like, I feel like my life, like, God is doing everything in my life for a reason, you feel me? The reason I say that is because if I wouldn't have lost everything that I have right now, I wouldn't have pursued this music shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally lost it all. You know what I'm saying? The reason I actually went to LA was because I used to have my money, man. I used to have you know what I'm saying? I had a good job. Everything legit, you feel me? Yeah. Everything was cool with what I'm trying to get to. And I got this inner ear disease. It's a real rare disease called Meniere's disease. So I get vertigo, I get migraines out of nowhere. Like this shit, ain't no cure for it, nothing. And I got diagnosed with that shit, and I lost everything. I lost my job, I lost everything. You know what I'm saying? I remember that was at the around the time. That was the same time that my mom got diagnosed with breast cancer too. And I remember I wasn't doing anything. There wasn't nothing I could do. You feel me? I was left. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't work. I couldn't do nothing. And I remember I hit her snow. I was like, yo, like I know you trying to sign me. Like I'm gonna let you know straight up, man. Like I got this going on. Like this is what's happening with me. If you ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, I understand, because this is like, I don't want to be a liability to you, you know what I'm saying? She was like, fuck no, let's do it. She was like, can you do trap music? I remember the exact, she was like, you know how to do trap music? I was like, man, I do anything, you know what I'm saying? I talk about what I know, I talk about what I see, I talk about my life, obviously, you know what I'm saying? So I do it whatever, you feel me? Like, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like a week later, we was at EC, we cooked up a beat in like 2 minutes. And I remember we was on, cause I like to take these things called Vyvanse. They like Adderall, they uppers, you know what I'm saying? I remember we had them bitches on deck and everything, and I was just like, Vans on deck, hey, run that shit, hey, ain't no rest, hey, that shit. He just fucking did that shit like this. We sent her the reference. We don't even do references in his room. He had a mic. Where did that mic come from? I don't even know where the fucking mic came from. Okay. All right. Well, the mic was there. We did it. We sent it to her, and as soon as it got there, I remember somebody recorded her reaction. She was just like, "Hey," she was jamming. You feel me? And she was just like, "I'm gonna get you your flight next week." So, you know what I'm saying? That week I spent it with my mom as much as I could, cause my mom was already good. Cause my mom was at stage 4 already. You know what I'm saying? So she had got an emergency. Surgery, all that, you know what I'm saying? So before I left LA, I remember I went and told her, I was like, Mom, like I'm gonna do this shit full time, like it's going down, this how it's going down, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she, you know, she was always supportive. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to go see her, and after that I got my flight and shit. That's how it went down, though, honestly.
That's
straight
dope,
up,
man.
straight up.
So, sorry about your mom. Like I said, I do keep up with you on your social media.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna get into that, obviously, but
Right.
again, you know, sorry about that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So as far as, you know, being a kid from Texas, being a fan, were you a fan of Snow before the whole signing?
Yeah,
so talk to me about the experience of now being able to work with Snow as an artist and as a fan at the same time.
Man, that shit is crazy, because I was following Snow since 2013. 2013, yeah. Because I was on YouTube, and I was just looking up the mic passes, and I remember the Houston mic pass, because like I remember it came out a long time ago, and it just, you know what I'm saying, I was just chilling at the house one time, and it just came across my head, and I was like, oh shit, let me jam this shit again. So I jammed the Houston mic pass, and after that, you know, the related search is gonna pop up. Then the Dallas mic pass came around, and then the Atlanta mic pass, the Latin mic pass, whatever. And then I seen one that said it was either Murderworth or Fort Worth.
Murderworth,
yeah, Murderworth mic pad. And I remember I was just like, okay. It was like the first dude was cool, and then the second one was Snow. And I just remember her with a big old poofy jacket, because I'm a bitch, just going in. And I was like, yo, who the fuck is this? And then I just kept going in the comments. Everybody in the comments was just talking about Snow. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even finish watching the whole video. I ain't gonna lie.
Stop right there.
Yes. And then I was just like, Snow the Product. And then I listened to her shit, and I looked her up, and I seen that she was doing videos. And I was like, man, she Mexican. I thought she was white at first, because she's very light complected. You know what I'm saying? So I seen that she was Mexican. She was, you know what I'm saying, representing all that, and I just kept up with her ever since. I was like, yo, this shit's dope. You know what I'm saying? For a Mexican female to be holding it down like that, like, yo. Being a Mexican in the game is already hard.
It's hard.
Being a female in the game is hard. So being a Mexican female in this motherfucker and still overcoming all this shit and doing your shit, man, come on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect it. You feel me? So that's how I first, you know what I'm saying, heard of her was off that mic pass, and ever since, like, I just kept following her, keeping up with her.
Yeah.
You know
So let me ask you this. You know, you were telling us how you were working out here in refinery and the stuff that you've been through life. I saw a video that you recently posted when y'all were on tour, and I see you on stage, people screaming your name, and I can see you're like sucking it in. Like,
Yeah.
what's the experience like? What does it feel like to know that everything you've been through, and then to have these people being a fan of your music and supporting you?
This thing, man. The thing, like, this is. I feel like I'm here for something else now. You know, I ain't here for no. I ain't trying to say. I'm not here for no clout, dog. I'm not here for no this and that, whatever. Like, what I genuinely get joy and makes my heart happy, bro, is when motherfuckers come up to me, even if it's just one motherfucker in a fucking 2,000 cap venue. Like, yo, I heard your shit. Like, yo, respect, and your shit helps me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when people, bro, I've had people that came up to me and cried. You feel me? So it's just like, to me, more than anything, like that's you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, the people are sitting there like, you know what I'm saying, cheering my name. Of course, hell yeah, man. I come from nothing. You feel me? I'm from the country, man. We come from nothing, bro. Like, if you seen where I was born, like, see where I'm from, like, bro, we come from nothing. I'm a Mexican, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, this shit ain't supposed to, like, this shit ain't in the cards for us, you feel me?
Yeah.
So for me to be in fucking LA, I'm from a small ass town, bro. There's probably more people in this fucking gym right here than there is in my fucking hometown, you feel me? So to go in LA and there's 2,000, 3,000 people cheering me on, like saying Castro, you know what I'm saying? Just cheering my name, chanting my name. Bro, that's everything, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I can really think about was my mom, you feel me? Because it's like, yo, I gave everything up and I left everything for this shit. So for people to buy my merch, for people to support my shit, people to stream my shit, people to scream out my name, and people like to come up to me and tell me, yo, your shit help me, that's the word, you feel me?
Yeah.
This is what I do it for, you know what I'm saying? I ain't here for nothing else. I like to say that I was living for 23 years, you know what I'm saying? Before my mom passed, I was living for 23 years, now I got a different purpose. Now I'm here to it's not just me anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's something else now in my life. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing, man. Like I say, I come from nothing. You feel me?
Yeah, because I saw that video and I see you like sucking it in. You like it's.
Hell
you would
yeah.
never imagine that, you know, especially coming from a small town like you said.
Dog.
So it's got to be a dope ass feeling.
Definitely, man.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up as well was obviously you brought it up earlier, working with Kap G.
Right.
How did that connection come about, and did that help at all with your career? Or because again, I feel like you're dope as is.
Right. Thank you, man.
And shout outs to Kap G. I listen to his music
Shout
every
out
now
Cap.
and then, but not just that I have you on the show, but it's a different style, and your shit was more fire than his.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Not knocking
it.
him, but how did that come about, and what was it working with him?
My boy, you see? I mean, shit, I can sit here and tell you everything, you know what I'm saying? But that was during the time, I remember it was flooding. It was 2016, and he had a show or an appearance in Houston or something like that. And I remember I was trying to get a verse for a while already, and this fool was like, shit, I hit him up, so he hit him up. And, I mean, he gave us a good price, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing really bad at that time, and it was flooded, so we had to go like, we didn't just take 288 and come. We had to go like, hey, you see, we had to go all the way around the fucking highway and everything, huh? 'Cause it was flooded, so it was roads that was closed. And I remember at that time, I had just paid all my bills and shit, and I remember I went up to my mom, I was like, Mom, I need to borrow some money. She was like, what you want the money for? I was like, look, Mom, if I ask you for this, like, this some real shit. Like, I need like $400, you know what I'm saying? I was $400 short. I was like, I need some $400, I'll pay you back next week. She was like, what do you want it for? I want to know what you want it for. I was like, man, there's this artist. You know how older Mexican parents, like, they're probably like, what the fuck are you
¿Quién
doing?
es Kap G?
Yes, okay, ¿qué hace, okay? You know what I'm saying? So I just, like, I told her, I was like, yo, like, this is going to help me. Like, you know, it's a good investment, you know what I'm saying? And she just looked at me. She gave me the money. She was like, just pay me back whenever. Came to Houston, we linked up. And all I wanted was, I wasn't even looking for no, because my engineer is Mac the engineer. Shout out Mac, my boy Mac, that's my brother. But Mac wasn't available at that time. So he was he was working with somebody else in the studio, and then he was like, yo, you got your shit? Like, he was knocking out verses, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, yo, you got your shit? Like, I'll knock it out right now. And then I was like, bro, like, I want you to kind of be on the hook too. Like, I'm gonna do my hook, but be on the ad-libs or whatever. he did his shit. He wrote his shit like in fucking, what, 5-10 minutes? He wrote his shit quick.
Yeah.
And he was, he did it, and then it was, obviously it wasn't mixed there or nothing, but I was like, bro, as long as I just got his vocals, we could fucking take this session and fucking take it to somebody else. Then we went to Bruce Banks. Shout out Bruce Banks. And I recorded the rest of the song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's how it happened. My boy EC, man, that man right there makes it happen, you know what I'm
I
saying?
remember, see, EC, I told him I thought I had met him before, but I remember him from the Lucky Luciano, my Cribs video he did.
Hey, is it still on YouTube? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still on there?
Man, what's going down? It's your boy Lucky Luciano.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. So that's from way back then.
Yeah.
And I think I've had him on Facebook since then.
Yeah.
And you know, as far as hitting people up, one thing that I learned, man, is you can't be scared to ask somebody like, hey, how much for a verse? Or hey, can I have you on?
Of course.
Because shit.
Yeah.
If you don't ask, the answer's gonna be no, like they say. So it's
Closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
So you recently dropped a single, Young
Right.
Esco.
Right.
Are you currently working on an album, or are you gonna take in the approach of dropping a single every so often?
I probably I got a video coming up. It's called Comforting Lies. It's just, I mean, I really haven't ever touched on my I guess you could say romance life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never really talked about no female or anything like that. Like the whole time that I've been doing my music, like it's just really been on some real life shit or just turning up, you know what I'm saying, spit. Cause but yeah, I mean, I have a Fidel's Dinner's coming soon, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really putting time and effort into it. I don't just wanna, cause not saying that cause this is the thing, like the breakfast was an experience. The breakfast is raw. The breakfast was a learning experience. So for people to still fuck with the breakfast, to me, it's like crazy, you know what I'm saying? The lunch was, I feel, my strongest, you know what I'm saying? When we built that shit, we kind of already knew what we were doing. I was doing music, I was doing songs, I was putting the hooks together. Mac was helping me put the hooks together. EC was helping me put, you know what I'm saying, shit together. So it was more, you know what I'm saying? The snack, we were supposed to take a different route for the snack. But when my mom's passed, I felt like it was just a lot of shit that I had to get out of my chest, and I just put it out however. It didn't matter to me. I just had to, you know what I'm saying, let it out, you feel me? So that was just kind of like a stress reliever, you know what I'm saying? Like just put shit out there. So with this, what we're doing now is like, I mean, it's obvious that people that have been following me, like, they know I can rap, you know what I'm saying? And to me, it ain't like, fuck the rapping, dog. Straight up, fuck the rapping, dog. If I don't feel you, I ain't fucking with you. If you don't make, like, man, I sit here and bump YG, you feel me? YG talking about what's bracking, killing, shooting, this and that. I don't know nothing about that, but I fucks with it because I feel it, you feel me? That's what it's all about. It's about the feeling. Fuck if you can rap, man. You can go down the street. Homie at Panda Express right now could probably rap. You feel me?
Yeah.
It ain't about that. To me, it ain't about that. Fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If I feel you, that's what it's about. So to me, I'm trying to put out a feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe, dog. It ain't skills no more, man. Like that shit's back in whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Leave that shit back there, dog. It's the feeling to me. So, you know what I'm saying? We're working on a dinner, and I'm trying to put as much. Not even trying. I want it to come out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things that happen in relationships, a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Of course, still talk about what happened. I still haven't even mentioned Harvey. People still don't know, bro. Right now, my dad's crib, we still repairing that bitch from Harvey. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's a lot of things that I haven't talked about, and I just don't want to talk about them. I want to create something nice. Like, I can sit here and tell you, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to be like, damn, yo, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with you. Like, you doing your shit. Or me and EC can sit there in a room and fuck with one snare for 24 hours, make that bitch sound good, and just create something beautiful, you feel me?
Yeah.
Even if it's 2-3 instruments in one song, I'm just trying to really put myself out there. I'm just trying to put, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my thing, man. If you don't, it's all about the feel, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got the feel, to me, like, simple rappers, bro. There's a lot of simple rappers that don't really have to say anything, bro.
Yeah.
But I feel them, you feel me? There's motherfuckers that'll sit here and rhyme orange with 100 words. I don't give a fuck. Go grab the thesaurus. Go fucking do that shit with somebody. I don't care about that shit, man. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? When I jam that shit, I'm jamming to feel better, to you know what I'm saying? To make me feel, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. That's what life's about, you know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah, man. The dinner coming soon. I got this song called Confident Lies coming soon. Video coming soon. Shit gonna be crazy, man. Like, for real. It's just me. You feel me? That shit gonna be nice.
Hey, a couple people I would like to see or like to hear a track. I think the top of the charts will be a Kevin Gates feature. I think that would be dope. I fuck with Kevin Gates. I don't know if you fuck with his music, but I think that would be a dope ass track. Yeah. And just for H-Town, a track with Coast would also be.
Oh yeah. I already. Kevin Gates, definitely. I fucks with Kevin Gates. That fool funny first and foremost, but I fucks with his shit. Cause I've heard like his, I think my favorite song by him is, what is it, 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 5:30?
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
4:30 a.m.
4:30 a.m. Yeah. I went from 3 a.m. to 4:30.
Sometime early in the morning.
So you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that song. Yeah, that shit right there. Hell yeah. And yeah, I mean shit. That be. I mean, I just gotta get that money right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know he needs that bag for that feature. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. But yeah, Coast. Actually, I talked to Coast. Coast reached. I reached out to him and he hit me back and he listened to. I hit him up. I was on tour, man. I know you probably noticed this right now, but I'm pretty fucked up. I like to drink. And when I was in El Paso, prayers to everybody out there. By the way, I heard there was a shooting out there, but we was in El Paso, and I was just on one. I was drunk. I was on a bus, and I was about to get into my bunk or the little whatever, the bed or whatever. And I was like, man, I'm gonna go to the store and get some more beer. And I was jamming Coast. And I was like, man, let me hit this fool up, man. Let me just, show my appreciation, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to seem like no groupie or nothing. But I hit him up and I was like, yo, man, just want to let you know, man, like, I fucks with your shit. Your shit helped me, you know what I'm saying? Like, blah, 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 this and that. Just send a message. He hit me back like 2 days later. He's like, yo, where can I listen to your shit? And I asked him, I was like, yo, what link you want me to send you? I sent you anything. And then like a day after, he was like, yo, I just jammed your shit, Risk It. That shit's dope. Like, I fuck with it, like this and that. It's like, that shit really, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, whoa, like, that shit was crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? He was like, we definitely got to get a track together. And I was just like, damn, I ain't even asked.
I agree. You're like, I agree, man.
I was just like, I remember I was at Venice Beach, and the sun was setting, and it was just like, damn, like, it's crazy what a pen and pad will get you, you know what I'm saying? From being in the country, just fucking sitting here fucking writing songs with EC out there, hot as fuck, smoking fucking Newports outside the house, trying to get change for a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, for a beer. I'm in Venice Beach talking to Coast, talking about let's get a track in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy as fuck, cause I never even thought I was gonna go to California, you feel me? Like, and it's just like, it was crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? When he hit me and then he was like, yeah, man, you one of my favorite upcoming artists coming up, like from out here, Texas, like you doing your shit, like you got the feel, this and that. I was just like, damn, man. So I told him, I was like, man, I really want to get you on the track for my project, for my the dinner. Like, let me know. So I'm just really right now, I'm just waiting on it, like waiting on the right, you know what I'm saying? Because of course we working on everything, but it's just I want to get him on the perfect one, you feel me? Because to me that's everything. Like I just don't want to. To me, it's not just like drop a verse, a hook. Like nah, man. Like any little thing matters to us. You know what I'm saying? If it's a little sample, if it's a little voice, if it's something like one little thing can change the whole song. You feel me? So it's just like every song to us is very important, and we just waiting for that one. You know
so when you put together a track, like you say, you don't just go hook, verse. So when you put together the track, do you try to compare your style or try to fit a style to a certain artist, or how does it come together? How does the song come together?
Man, I don't really. I mean, definitely my influence comes from the Drakes, from the Coles, from the shit like that. When I left out of Texas, I kind of wanted to like Cause man, I ain't gonna lie, dog. When you leave out of tech, everybody try to shit on you, man. So it's just like, man, I rep that shit to the fullest. I got it tatted. I got it. You know what I'm saying? Where
West
I'm from.
Colombia.
Like I was like, man, like, bro, you go out, you man, motherfuckers try to shit on you, dog. Like it's just like, oh, you from Texas? Y'all right here? Y'all got dirt roads, this and that. Motherfuckers be hating, dog. I'm like, man, fuck you. What you talking about? I mean, no bitches love it. I tell you that. The fucking girls love that shit. But motherfuckers be hating, dog. So it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So lately, you know what I'm saying, I've been trying to put more of the whole Texas feeling, you know what I'm saying? So more country feel, H-Town feel, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really try to, when I make a song, I don't really try to be like anyone. I just, honestly, bro, the first thing that pops in my head is just my lyrics. If it's even if it's a melody or if it's whatever, or he could cook up a beat, and I'll be like, I like that. It's the first thing that comes in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the Comforting Lies. Comforting Lies. Let me just tell you real quick, like, cause I really fuck with this song. This is me. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much about me hitting up women just for comforting me. Not even like for nothing. Just straight up, just like, let me lay my head on you type shit. Because it's like, my life been crazy, you know what I'm saying? My mom's ain't here, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know how to deal with things right now. Right now, I'm really lost, you know what I'm saying? So the song is pretty much about, you know what I'm saying, calling somebody over and, you know what I'm saying? Like, just nothing, like, literally nothing like that. Like, it's just, like, comforting. And I started the song by saying, I just popped the second half. I just popped the second half of my pill. I hope you feeling me, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's how I was feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I just popped this shit. Let me talk to you. I hope you feel me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope you hear me, I mean. So it's just, I don't really try to be like anybody or anything, but I just talk about what I know, what I see.
What you're feeling at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, you know? That's what it should be, you know what I'm saying?
As far as, you know, you've been doing this music for a while. You went from the small scene in West Colombia, like you say,
Right.
and then now, you know, on tour. What's the biggest takeaway from the industry itself that you've learned at this point so far?
The biggest what?
Takeaway.
What do you mean, like?
like what? Something that you learn about the industry that you would have never expected, or something that was just kind of like, oh, so that's how that shit works.
Shit, Instagram fake as fuck, and no matter how many followers you got, and it don't matter who the fuck you know, you still ain't shit.
It's about them hashtags.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see motherfuckers have 10,000 likes in their shit, and ask for a ride. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, that shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really thinking like, LA is, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm thinking like, damn, like everybody that's out here, Instagram fan, like they got it going on. Man, these motherfuckers doing worse than motherfuckers back in my hometown. You feel me? So it's just like, it's a bunch of people that I can respect it though.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like they're faking it till they make it, but they really acting like they made it already.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing I learned is you gotta know somebody, bro. Like in the game, it's just like JVaz, bro. It's like you trying to get in the plant in fucking Pasadena. You can probably get in if you got experience, whatever. But really, if you know somebody that's in that bitch, they gonna get you in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's what it is, dog. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And me networking, bro. That's what it's all about. The game is about network. I've always said rapping is only 10% of the game. You feel me? So.
I know you just got off tour.
Mhm.
You were on tour with Snow and them.
Right.
I know you just came out here to Houston a couple weeks back. You had Slump Fest.
Right.
Shout outs to Slump Sessions.
Shout out Slump Session.
Do you have any upcoming tours? Any shows you got coming up?
I'm gonna go back to LA on the beginning of next month. We got the second leg of the tour, which is the whole East, and we're gonna do the whole California. It starts on September 12th, and it's gonna start in Florida. It's gonna go to Atlanta. We got like 4 dates in Florida. And we're gonna go to Atlanta, and then we might be hitting the Carolinas, and then it's gonna go to New York, all the way up there, and then we're gonna take it back to Cali, from SoCal all the way up to the Bay Area.
There.
So yeah, man, it's coming on September 12th. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Any artists that might be from a small town like you used to be, or you still from a small town, but you know,
Right.
up and coming artists that you feel people are sleeping on right now?
From where I'm from?
Just anywhere.
Well, I mean, one artist that I fuck with heavy from out here, Houston, Young Easy. We, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Young Easy. I genuinely, I'm a fan of his music. You feel me? We talked about getting a track. We got a track together. We just ain't mix it. But we definitely gonna get a couple in. You know what I'm saying? Back at home, of course, there's artists. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out Roddy Rod. Shout out Drew Pacino. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody down there doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My big bro Moan. You know what I'm saying? Moan was the first person who let me record. I was recording in this closet when I was like 17, 18. Shout out everybody back at home, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, definitely, man. I mean, Pete, you know, just look up the area. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find them. There's a bunch of them. That's why I can't really say a name, but
Yeah, because somebody
you know,
gonna get mad like, Shay, what about me, man?
yeah, but definitely my little bro Drew Pacino, man. He doing his shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my little brother. So.
Any advice you would give to any up and coming artist, kid that's right now recording in their closet? Any advice you would give to them?
Be yourself. Be you. And be you at your purest form. You know what I'm saying? Once you stop being you, then this isn't do it for the passion. You know what I'm saying? Do it for what you know what I'm saying? For what it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here trying to, of course everybody likes to have fun. Of course if that's your type of music, turn up this and that, cool, this and that, but at the same time be yourself, you feel me?
Yeah.
Cause it's quick, man. It's easy. You have no idea how easy it is to lose yourself in this shit. Once it gets poppin', man, like it's crazy. I was in LA, but I don't even smoke, man. I'm out in LA smoking blunts, drinking gin. I don't even like gin, you know what I'm saying? And the studio got shades on, and I'm like, man, what the fuck am I doing, man? I need me a fucking kawama, I need a fucking chill, eat some crawfish, something, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck I'm doing in this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's so easy, just be yourself, man, have fun, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy it, because we was just talking about that the other day, it was just like, man, we need to take it back to the basics. We need to have fun with this shit again. Cause this is starting to be a job. Once it becomes a job, it ain't fun no more.
Yeah.
We ain't doing it for the right reason. You feel me? Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Invest in your craft. Invest in the engineering. Invest in your beats. If you need beats, hit up EC Martinez, ecmartinez.com. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but invest in your craft. If you really care about it, if you really want to do it, invest in your craft, be yourself, and have fun. That's what it's all about. Because if you taking this shit as I'm trying to make it, then you looking at it as a goal. You ain't doing it because you like to do it or love to do it. You feel me? I do this shit for the love of the game. I don't do this shit for
everything
nothing.
else will come with it.
Everything else, yeah. That's what I'm saying. People always ask me like, yo, when did you decide you want to do that? I was like, yo, I didn't decide this shit. I was just doing it because I like to do it.
Yeah.
I love this shit. You feel me? Everything just came along with it. You know what I'm saying? So. Be yourself, have fun, invest. That's my best advice.
Takes money to make money.
Exactly.
There you go.
For sure.
Where can people find your music? I mean, obviously all on platforms, but what's your YouTube channel, social media pages?
Yeah, just on I'm more active on Instagram. Just look me up, Castro Escobar _OJ. On Twitter, Castro Escobar 9. Facebook, just look up Castro Escobar. Apple Music, Spotify, all that shit, just look up Castro Escobar, you're gonna see it. Run them strings up, man. Cop that shit. You know what I'm saying? Make illegal cop. I don't give a fuck. Just listen to my shit, man. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
The new cypher y'all had, 2 weeks ago, last week, something like that?
Yeah, like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, man, that shit was fire.
Appreciate it, man.
That shit was fire.
We all did our thing on it.
I had never heard of
Handra's a fucking beast, man.
Pretty dope, man.
That motherfucker's beast. Yeah, shout out Handro, man. Shout out everybody in the Vibe High 10. Shout out Snow. Shout out Ito. Yeah, Yeats, Pumbaa. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out in that motherfucker. You already know. But yeah, man, my boy Handro, he from New Mexico.
Yeah.
And I never met anybody from New Mexico before I went to New Mexico. So whenever he came out to LA and I was just kind of like, cause he's young, so I was just kind of like, yo, this fool, he got a good soul. Like he's just like a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big ass kid too. You feel me? But he's just like a happy kid. I'm just like a sad kid. But that motherfucker a beast. Shout out Handra. And you already know Snow killed that shit. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you already know it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Once again, man, we appreciate you making time for us, bro. We appreciate you, coming from all the way to West Colombia. It's a long ass drive.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
And shit, keep at it, bro. Best of luck to you. And we'll
man.
We stay following your pages and we stay up to date with everything you guys going on. And once again, just appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate you, dog. Thank you for sure, man. For sure.